Good morning, everyone. My name is Rika Mi Dav. Before we begin, just glance at your screen, your notes, or even your coffee cup. Notice the font, the color, the shape. None of that is strictly necessary for function, yet it makes your life instantly better. I believe that art is often mistaken for a luxury, when in reality, it is the invisible, indispensable element that makes our daily lives meaningful, empathetic, and truly human. Today, I want to briefly explore how art, in its countless forms, shapes every single hour of our existence. We all know that reading, in visual arts, refers to the skill of visual literacy, the ability to interpret, understand, and analyze an artwork not just for its subject matter, but also for its deeper meaning, context, and artistic execution. This skill is vital as visual arts serve as a powerful form of human communication, reflecting cultural, historical, and personal narratives. Developing this literacy enriches the viewer's life and provides essential cognitive and critical thinking skills applicable. Across disciplines, art is indispensable because it translates the abstract, unutterable aspects of human experience, emotion, spirituality, and awe into concrete, shareable forms. It moves beyond simple documentation to offer profound insight. We look at a scene and see reality. An artist looks at the same scene and interprets its essence. Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night is an iconic example of post-impressionism, where the artist uses the elements of art not just to depict a scene, but to express profound emotional and psychological turmoil. The first element is line, the emotional current. Usage: Van Gogh employs cyclinear dynamic and thick, swirling lines across the entire sky. These lines are energetic and restless, contrasting sharply with the stiff, vertical, flame-like lines of the dark cypress tree in the foreground. Importance: the lines are the visible recording of the artist's mind. They don't just outline objects, they make the air and light feel like a moving, tangible force. This technique elevates the landscape from a simple scene to a dramatic, living entity, making the viewer feel the intense energy Van Gogh felt. Second elements are shape and form, celestial dynamics. Usage: the stars and moon are rendered as bold, organic shapes, thick discs of impasto paint that appear to pulse and expand. These shapes are given a vivid form, the illusion of 3D mass, through heavy paint application and halos of light, suggesting solid, yet swirling spheres. Importance: by focusing on the dramatic shapes of the cosmos rather than a realistic depiction, the painting elevates the subject to a spiritual realm. The form suggests that the universe is not static, but a place of powerful, uncontrollable life forces. Like the colors, the clash of worlds. Usage: the dominant palette pits cool, deep blues and blue-greens, representing night, shadow, and perhaps melancholy, against brilliant, fiery yellows and whites, representing light, energy, and hope. Importance: color becomes the emotional conductor. The extreme contrast, yellow versus blue, is complementary, creating a high-energy clash, conveys Van Gogh's intense inner conflict and his profound yearning for comfort and spiritual light amidst his darkness. Third, we have the space, the magnitude of existence. Usage: the composition emphasizes the vast negative space of the swirling sky, which completely overwhelms the tiny, structured village and the small, distant hills. Importance: this use of space places humanity in perspective. The village is compressed, suggesting the smallness of human life against the terrifying, infinite magnitude of the cosmos, a common theme in art that grapples with mortality and spirituality. Lastly, the texture, painting the unseen. Usage: the artwork is defined by its actual texture, created using thick layers of paint known as impasto. The surface is uneven, rough, and tactile. The Starry Night is an enduring masterpiece because it perfectly illustrates the central importance of art. It allows us to communicate the uncommunicable. Through the expressive power of lines, the psychological tension of colors, and the raw feeling embedded. In the texture, Van Gogh gave form to his deepest inner world. In conclusion, art is important because it doesn't require us to simply read words. It asks us to feel, interpret, and connect with the visual language of the elements, offering us a profound, shared understanding of what it means to be human. And remember art, it teaches us that reading art is not about figuring out what the artist meant, but about analyzing how the elements and principles were used to create a compelling, expressive reality that resonates with our own human experience.